Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This class is once again brought to you by Finance Foundation's 101 Plus channel. Kindly support my channel by subscribe, like, share, drop comment, and hit the bell icon to receive notification on my subsequent videos. Every little thing you do make this channel grow. Kindly help to make this channel reach 2,000 subscribers. You can also watch my other class video on the playlist. What I will be teaching on today is a topic titled compound interest. This topic will come in part 1 and 2 on this same class video. The Secrets of Compound Interest and Financial Literacy, full lecture series. Do you want to know why some people build massive wealth while others struggle their entire lives? The difference isn't luck or talent. It's financial literacy and the hidden power of compound interest. In this video, I break down checkmark. What compound interest really is and why Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. How to grow wealth faster by starting early with real-life examples and charts. The difference between good debt and bad debt. How to protect yourself from inflation. The silent wealth killer. The secrets the wealthy use. Reinvestment, multiple income streams, and generational compounding. Practical action plans you can start today, even with little money. Whether you're just starting out or already investing, this series will transform how you see money and give you tools to achieve financial freedom. Let's begin this class, Part 1, laying a strong foundation on compound interest and financial literacy. We'll go step by step, from basic ideas to hidden secrets that most people overlook. Secrets of Compound Interest and Financial Literacy, Part 1-1. Introduction. Why financial literacy is non-negotiable. Financial literacy is the ability to understand how money works, how it is earned, spent, saved, invested, and multiplied. Unfortunately, while most people spend years learning academic subjects, very few receive a structured education about money. This is why many end up working for decades, yet retire with little to show for it. One of the most powerful financial principles, and arguably the most important, is compound interest. Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Before we get into the secrets, let's unpack what it really means. 2. The basics of compound interest. What is interest? Interest is the cost of money. When you borrow money, you pay interest to the lender. When you lend or invest money, you earn interest. Simple versus compound interest. Simple interest grows linearly. If you invest $1,000 at 10% simple interest, every year you earn $100. After 10 years, you have $2,000. Compound interest grows exponentially. If you invest $1,000 at 10% compound interest, after 10 years, you have about $2,593. The difference is that interest itself earns more interest. The key difference is that in compounding, your money works for you, and the money that your money earns also works for you. 3. The mathematical secret of compounding. The formula for compound interest is A is equal to P multiply, open bracket 1 plus R divided by N, close bracket, raised to power, N multiplied by T, where A equal future value, P equal principal, starting amount, R equal annual interest rate, decimal form, N equal number of compounding periods per year, T equal number of years. The secret lies in time and frequency of compounding. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. The more frequently your money compounds, the faster it grows. This is why a 20-year-old who invests consistently, even small amounts, can retire wealthier than someone who starts at 40, even if the latter invests twice as much. The Rule of 72. A shortcut. The Rule of 72 is a mental math trick to estimate how long it takes for money to double. Years to double, I 72 divided by rate of return percent. At 6% annual return, 72 divided by 6 equals 12 years to double. At 12% annual return, 72 divided by 12 equals 6 years to double. This shows why higher rates of return through smart investing, not just saving, can dramatically accelerate wealth. 5. Secrets of compound interest. Now, let's reveal some often overlooked truths. Secret 1. Time is more valuable than money. A person who invests $200 per month from age 20 to 30, just 10 years, and then stops, will likely end up with more money at retirement than someone who starts investing $200 per month at age 30 and continues for 35 years. Why? Because compounding rewards early action more than late effort. Secret 2. Compounding can work against you. Debt is compound interest in reverse. A credit card with 20% interest can double your debt in less than 4 years if you don't pay it down. Just as investments grow exponentially, so does unpaid debt. This is why financially literate people avoid consumer debt. Secret 3. Small contributions matter. Most people underestimate how small, consistent savings grow into large sums. $5 per day invested at 10% return over 40 years equals over $1 million. This is why delayed gratification is the ultimate wealth-building hack. Secret 4. Reinvestment is key. The true power of compounding only works if you reinvest your returns instead of spending them. Dividends, interest payments, and capital gains should ideally be rolled back into investments. Secret 5. Inflation is the silent thief. If inflation is 3% per year and your savings account only earns 1%, your money is actually losing value over time. Compounding only builds wealth if your rate of return beats inflation. 6. Financial literacy beyond compounding. To harness compounding fully, you need broader financial literacy. Here are a few pillars: budgeting and saving. Pay yourself first. Save before you spend, not after. Track your expenses. If you don't know where your money goes, compounding won't save you. Investing. Compound interest works best in assets like stocks, index funds, real estate, bonds, etc. Don't rely on bank savings accounts alone. They often lose to inflation. Avoiding bad debt credit cards, payday loans, and high-interest debt will destroy compounding gains. Learn the difference between good debt, e.g. a mortgage on a rental property, and bad debt, consumer spending on depreciating items. Mindset wealth is more about habits than income. Discipline, patience, and delayed gratification are the engines of compounding. 7. Practical example. Let's compare two friends. Alex invests $300 per month from age 20 to 30, 10 years, at 10% annual return, then stops. Brian invests $300 per month from age 30 to 60, 30 years, at the same 10%. At 60, Alex invested $36,000 total, approximately $1.9 million. Brian invested $108,000 total, approximately $1.1 million. Despite investing less, Alex ends up richer. That's the time secret of compounding. 8. Key takeaways for Part 1. Compound interest is exponential growth. Your money earns money, and that money earns more money. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. Debt is compound interest working against you. Inflation eats away at returns. Always aim to invest, not just save. Financial literacy is not about earning more, but making money work smarter. Since Part 1 laid the foundation, in Part 2 we'll go advanced, exploring strategies, real-life applications, psychology, and generational wealth building with compound interest. Secrets of compound interest and financial literacy. Part 2. 1. From knowledge to application. In Part 1, we saw that compounding is simply time plus money plus reinvestment. But in reality, people don't always benefit from it because they start too late. They interrupt the compounding process, spending instead of reinvesting. They fall victim to debt or inflation. So in Part 2, we'll learn not just what compounding is, but how to apply it strategically to build wealth. 2. Advanced strategies of compounding strategy. 1. Use tax-advantaged accounts taxes. Reduce compounding because money leaves your investment engine. In the U.S., 401ks, IRAs, Roth IRAs, HSAs shield investments from taxes until withdrawal. Globally, there are equivalents: ISAs in the UK, RRSPs in Canada, superannuation in Australia, etc. The secret: compounding in a tax-free or tax-deferred account grows much faster. Even a 1 to 2% tax drag over decades massively reduces wealth. Strategy 2. Choose assets that compound well. Not all investments compound equally. Stocks and index funds average 7 to 10% returns annually long-term. Real estate provides rent plus property appreciation plus leverage using mortgages. Bonds, safer but lower compounding, typically 2 to 5%. Businesses, the highest compounding potential but also highest risk. The wealthy allocate money into assets that appreciate and generate income, not just savings accounts. Strategy 3. Harness dividend reinvestment dividends. Are payments companies give to shareholders. If you reinvest dividends, you buy more shares. Those shares produce more dividends. Over decades, this snowball effect is massive. Example: the S&P 500 index U.S. stocks returned about 10% annually with dividends reinvested, but only 6% without reinvestment. That's the difference between turning $10,000 into approximately $60,000 versus approximately $180,000 in 30 years. Strategy 4. Automate and be consistent. Compounding rewards consistency, not timing the market. Automatic contributions, e.g. monthly investments, harness dollar-cost averaging, DCA, buying more shares when prices are low and fewer when prices are high. This avoids emotional investing, panic selling, hype buying. Strategy 5. Leverage with caution. Leverage means using borrowed money to invest. Example: buying real estate with a mortgage. If property grows 5% annually, but you only put 20% down, your return on investment can be 20% plus. But leverage cuts both ways. If things go wrong, debt compounds against you. Smart investors only use leverage on assets that generate cash flow. 3. The psychology of compounding. Compounding isn't just math, it's mindset and behavior. Secret of patience. Most people destroy compounding by being impatient. They want quick profits, but compounding is boring at first, explosive later. In the first 10 years, growth looks slow. In the last 10 years, it looks magical. Compounding is like a snowball rolling downhill. Small at first, unstoppable later. Secret of avoiding interruptions. Every time you withdraw money early, you reset the compounding clock. Example: if you invest $10,000 and withdraw after 5 years, you might have $16,000. But if you left it for 30 years, it could have grown to $174,000 at 10%. The secret is long-term discipline. Secret of emotional control. Markets go up and down. Financially literate people know bear markets, crashes, are sales. A chance to buy assets cheaper. Bull markets are when most people chase prices and overpay. Emotional control ensures compounding isn't interrupted by panic selling. 4. The generational wealth secret. Compounding becomes even more powerful across generations. Imagine, a parent invests $10,000 for a newborn at 10% return. By age 65, that child has approximately $2.8 million without ever adding more. Now imagine if each generation continues the process instead of consuming wealth. Families that understand this build dynasties. Families that don't often lose wealth in one generation. 5. Real life. Example: two families family. A. The spenders work hard, earn good salaries, but never invest. Rely on savings accounts, spend on cars, vacations, and lifestyle upgrades. Retire with little and pass down nothing. Family B, the compounders live below their means. Invest consistently. Reinvest dividends. Use tax-advantaged accounts. Pass down investment accounts to children. After 3 generations. Family A, broke cycles, starting from zero each time. Family B, millions in assets, financial security, freedom of choice. This is why financial literacy is not just personal, but generational. 6. Inflation and the real rate of return. Most people forget, what matters is not your return, but your return after inflation. If you earn 5% but inflation is 3%, your real return is only 2%. Over decades, this makes or breaks compounding. Always aim for investments that beat inflation. Historically, stocks and real estate are best. 7. Advanced takeaways from Part 2. Compounding works best in tax-advantaged, reinvested, and consistent strategies. Assets matter. Choose investments with higher growth potential, stocks, real estate, businesses. Leverage carefully. It can multiply gains, but also risks. Mindset is everything. Patience, discipline, and emotional control fuel compounding. Generational compounding builds dynasties. Like wealth isn't just about you, but your family's future. Inflation is your hidden enemy. Always invest where returns outpace it. I am sure you've learned much on compound interest in this part 1 and 2. However, upon high request, I can lecture further on part 3 and 4, where we'll go into tools, case studies, and practical action plans and mistakes to avoid. In order not to miss out on my upcoming videos, hit the bell icon below this video. This is once again brought to you by Finance Foundation 101 Plus. To support my channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, drop comment, and hit the bell icon for your notification button for my subsequent videos. Every little thing you do make this channel grow to achieve our next milestone of 2,000 subscribers in a month time. See you all in my next class video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.